Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
Water Lily is another abstract game that just kind of got lost in the shuffle. There are a lot of these that were out, and they kind of come and they go about as fast as they arrived. Water Lily is really neat that it uses the box to kind of score things, and the scoring is a little bit hidden about how things are going to score out by the end of the game. And it's a super, super simple game, what you do on any kind of given turn, but you're kind of playing against the other people, which may dictate some of your strategy about how you're getting them across. Movement's very easy. If it's stacked on top of 4, then you can move 4 spaces. If it's stacked on top of 2, you can move 2 spaces, and you're trying to score as many points as possible. Water Lily is definitely abstract. The theme is just pasted on, and that's going to be a bummer for some, and some people aren't going to care about that kind of thing, but they really, really try to have some kind of theme on top of it. This is going to be something you could play with young kids, maybe like teaching them checkers type of game, or all the way up through some people who just want to have a brain burner and really dissect what's going on in this game. It can lead to some AP, although what you're doing is fairly easy, and I would say just kind of keep the pace moving as you're playing it. But it's just definitely something you sit down and play with your children, or you could play with your spouse or more people, and the strategy or how much strategy you need will be dictates. Very little luck in the game, I guess. It's mostly the decisions that you're being made, and that's going to appeal to some. Another abstract, another one with a bland theme put on, another one with just a pasted-on theme, and it's a scoring mechanism more than it is a game. So for me, this is going to be a Purge. That's something I really want to keep on. I think I've played it enough times that I'm done. There are tons of these abstract games that are just really scoring mechanisms, and I can just push this one out the door and move on. For me, it's going to be a Purge, although for a lot of people, it's going to look like a neat little game that you might want to try, or even due to the price being so low, go ahead and purchase this one and give it a few rounds. Here's Water Lily, which has a really good cover with these frogs jumping around. And it really tells you what's going to come in this box. You're going to have a little lily pad board, have your rules, which we'll take a look at in just a few minutes. You're going to have these lilies. This is what people will be coming out, which I'll show you in a few minutes. These are really nice cardboard. You're going to have this slip where these things will kind of slide down and score points as you're playing. This is built into the box, at least mine was. Then you're going to have some lily pads that you can put out. And these tokens are different colors, but have the same little frog on it. But they're very thick and very nice, and they fit really well on the board. Everything is really cool that you're going to have. It's a very impressive looking game for an abstract. Here's a rulebook for Water Lily. You're going to have a gigantic rulebook here, and you can tell a lot of the space is kind of wasted, but it is really nice. You know, this is a mass market game, so kind of what you'd look for. It tells you how to do the setup over here, and it kind of tells you how to explain. Not a whole lot of rules, as you can see. The game is very easy to understand. On the back, you just have your credits and pictures. So really, this is it. And to be quite honest, it probably could have fit on a much smaller single sheet of paper if they wanted to, although this is much appreciated. Good job. First thing I do is take the bottom of the box. This is the actual box that the game came in. You'll see the little green scoring there. And you make sure you put this over the top of it. And all you're doing here is you're going to be protecting where people can't see how things are scoring. Then you're going to take the other side of the box and you're going to put the game board on it. And you kind of want this facing this. You can have it where they'll be jumping across and they can reach this side of the board. Then you'll set up the game. You'll see here on this, there'll be colors. So orange is on bottom, white, green, pink. And you will set up the frogs in that color as differentiated by the marker here. Now that you have this set up over here, you'll take these Water Lily markers, one for each player. You'll shuffle these up, and everybody will be assigned a random color. Nobody else will know what I got besides me. I am now the green. Of course, if I had that one, would be yellow and white and so on. So it's going to give you a secret color so everybody doesn't know which color that you're wanting to score the most points with. So the game is very easy to play. You can move any color, not just the color that you're assigned to. The assigning of the color is only going to give you the points when these score, but I can move anything. So let's say that I'm green and I want to move pink forward. You can't zigzag back and forth. You always got to make forward progression. In this case, there's 4 frogs on here. I couldn't move anything below it. If you're below it, then you're kind of stuck. Something on top has to move. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, when you get to one of these, you're automatically going to go in. So that's a stop. So let's say the next player, who happens to be blue, will move the greens. 1, 2, 3, 4 also. let's say the pink guy was next, and she wanted to move this white. Well, now there's only 3 here, so white will move 1, 2, 3 there. If you get to this bottom row right here, then you can choose which one you want to slide into. And as the game progresses, these guys will move. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, and you just start sliding in these as they reach these lily pads here. The game ends when one color is no longer on the board. You can still have other ones here. Then what you'll do is you'll take this off and you will score. If you can see closely here, these right here are worth 4 points. These are worth 3 points, 2 points, and 1 point across the bottom. So you don't necessarily want to be the first one to jump down. Anything over doesn't score any points. Now you wouldn't have all the tiles down here like I have now. I just want to use that as an example because when one color is missing, then the game will end. You will take and reveal your color token, count up your points. In this case, pink got 2, 6, 7 points. Blue got 7, 10. And green got 2, 4, 5, etc. Whoever has the highest amount of points wins the game. You should buy this game. Anyone who wants to play games maybe with their children, like abstract games. So abstract first, and maybe something you want to put on the table with your kids. Plays quick. There are some interesting decisions. Very easy to teach. You could take this at Thanksgiving or Christmas and put a game on the table or some kind of family trip and really have something that just about anybody could play. It's just as simpler than checkers, to be honest. That doesn't mean it doesn't have strategy or there isn't decisions to be made. It's just very easy to pick up and play. People are instantly going to understand it. I like how the box is utilized for scoring and as part of the game. Very good package altogether. If you're looking for some deep abstract strategy, I don't know. If you're looking for a thematic game, absolutely not. But I think it has a wheelhouse, and it will appeal to a lot of people. I'm going to go ahead and Purge it. There's just so many of these games. I like other ones better. Mediocre at best, but it's going to have a wide appeal. So for me, a Purge, although I can still easily recommend this game.
Thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate you tuning in. If you liked it, please like it and hit that little subscribe button. That really helps out the channel, lets us know that you're getting the videos that you want. If you agreed or disagree with what I said, feel free to comment below. I'd love to hear what you have to say, and I promise that I will comment back. Thanks for watching, and everybody else, keep playing.